What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying out a max block sorceress this time. She gains 0.5% block strength per level, and we got some cool new uncommon goodies for that. We're going to be running the Mark of the Shield Maiden, since that will give us a percentage damage multiplier to everything, and it also gives us access to a few more block traits. Here, let's grab something lightning based that'll be cool. Maybe some extra balls that shoot out even more chain lightning to go with the builds. Oh yeah, a couple other things. We got the uncommon version of this, so it now gives up to 5 block strength per meter second you move. We've got the Warrior's Fervor, plus a bunch of healing stuff to ramp up the movement speed to buff that. We've got the gauntlets that give a free crit attack every time you block, and then we have a basic version of this, hoping to get the rare version that scales with levels, which will give us a decent chunk of block strength and health. But the interesting thing here is that with the free attack, the Sorceress actually has a tier 5 trait that gives her a bunch of extra lightning and bounces on her lightning at the cost of much lower attack speed. So if we're generating free attacks through that, we will have less of a downside from that trait. And Force on the basic attack increases the chain lightning bounces, so that's a decent set. And then for the ball lightning, it makes them last longer. So if we get the upgrade for that, they will stick around longer, shooting out more chain lightnings. So I think there's a bunch of stuff we want in dedication. That one has block strength. Let's see. The Shield Maiden adds a block strength thing to both of the other categories, I think, so we'll want those ones. And we're doing 2 memories here, so I think that's all the memories. So we'll ban that and just look for the maximum block strength possible. So movement speed gives us block strength as well due to those boots. So we can go like, let's get the higher movement speed first. But plus movement speed gives us a base amount, and then the percentage block strength scales on top of that, so this one is very good. But we want to get the movement speed going so we can actually dodge stuff right now, grab the healing things for the permanent stats. And since we're going for the free crits from the gauntlets, and we're getting percentage damage from the Shield Maiden mark, we actually don't work very well with Spark because it doesn't scale with damage or crits. Okay, you can see the 2 Shield Maiden things in these categories that give block strength. So this is pretty nice, a base amount and main weapon damage. We'll go ahead and grab that one. Then we can finish this off. Here, I think I like getting some more movement speed so we can roam around and avoid enemies. More chains. Let's see, attack speed is pretty good on that. We don't actually have a lot on this build. And then we'll probably want the tier 3 traits for that make the balls last longer. We can grab some more block strength here. Defense block strength, yep. Let's see, we can banish that to make it easier to find stuff. We can banish that, it's very good, but we are all used up on what we're doing with the potions, I think. And then grab the Bulwark one. We can banish that. And then dedication is the important one. Grab some more attack speed for the ball lightning. Yep, here's all our dedication. That's defense and regen. That's no good. So we can go here and grab a lot of movement speed for the tier 2. Grab some more movement and block strength. That's a lot of skeletons. Finish off our dedication 2. Let's see how the block strength is doing now, 133, and that should go up quite a bit. Let's see, block strength, yup, we want that. Decent base crit, sure. Let's see, I probably want some debuffing abilities now. Holy Aura and Transfixion I think are pretty good for that. Just to increase the damage of our free lightnings as we block. Then crit chance to get that up a bit. Multi-strike and area, I like that for more debuffing. Oh yeah, does the chain lightning have like projectile tags on it? I wouldn't think so. You can't really see a lot about it here. Emit speeds. I guess it's probably not classified as either a projectile or a melee attack for that ethereal shift stuff. We don't care about spark chance, we could probably get rid of that. Make it a bit easier to find the lifetime for it. More movement. We have a bunch of stuff here, we can get rid of that as well. And then save that one, grab the weapon proficiency block. And then here's all of our dedication. Here we go, 1 second writ lifetime, and that will be multiplied by the percentage from force. So you can get your balls to last quite a while and shock everyone as they stumble upon them. And eventually we can make them shoot out chain lightnings as well. Crit chance, probably not. Let's go and try to find some scrolls now to get the chain lightning effect on those, hopefully. Oh, there's one from the boss that died to chain lightnings over here. Finish off our dedication. Attack speed's pretty nice for that. Go ahead and snag that since it's locked anyways. Where's the scroll? I can't see anything with this stupid fog, man. Base on crits, that's actually decent. It applies all of the debuffs whenever that crits. Yeah, I think we can take that. Chain lightning while moving past enemies, yup. Even more chain lightning. Here's our proficient, yup. Multi-strike area, I'm guessing area probably doesn't work on the chain lightning effect. But some of the other stats like attack speed and stuff might work on it, which makes those seem a bit cooler with the upgrade we've gone there. Here, movement and pickup are both nice. Let's get a bit more of that so we can grab all the health pickups since we are pretty reliant on those. Ooh, bulwark is nice. Area radius again, more pickup I think. Let's get the proficient 3 here. That puts us at 212 block strength now. How much of a damage multiplier is that with the mark? 179 from the mark of the shield, not too bad. Base block strength there, sure. We have our first dedication 4. Attack speed, I like that. Multi and area, I also like that. That one's getting pretty close to an upgrade. Oh, I need to get some scrolls for it. We don't even have the other. Here's our second dedication. And then attack speed for that's fine. Don't think we have a ton of attack speed on this build since normally you would grab it from the boot slot. But we're getting a lot of block there instead. Start working on our dedication 4s. see if we can nuke this boss down real quick, hopefully. Might have something useful. Let's get the big movements here. Yeah, we can choose an upgrade with that one once the big head guys get off of it. Finish off the dedication 4. Let's see. 10% for each debuff for the transfixion, slow. Affliction is over time. We will have some of that because the chain lightning has a 50% chance to apply spark on crit. We're not really scaling it, but for a pure debuff weapon, honestly, I think I will take it anyways. Although every time I go pure debuff on it, it still has some pretty high damage. Do I want to reroll this chest? We can probably find one of the red ones, which seem to have more rare items, and then we'll have a pretty good chance at getting an upgrade for that with a bunch of potions for it, I think. Proficient stance. So I think that was most or all of the tier 4 traits now. Base block is pretty nice. How much damage do we take? Oh, I have the invincible thing. Here's our red chest we can try to fish, or we can get a massive amount of... No, I like the block gloves. Those are very important later on, although those are really sick. Let's see what else we can get. Receiving damage 9 times, like it kind of fits, but... that just fits the block so nicely. Force based on damage dealt. They're cool items, but they just don't really fit the build. Okay, 300% that can crit. The pickup range, that would destroy the build. That's the different version, but I think we can work with that. It's a little bit different. Let's see, attack speed, we can take that. Toss those on. Let's see if I can block some hits near the boss and how much damage he takes. Where is he? I still seem to be taking a lot of hits, so we still need a lot more block strength, it looks like. See, pick up attack speed. Let's go here and finish that off. Changes direction and is attracted nearby enemies. Sounds pretty good. Based on crit, sure. More movements. More movements. Base crit, we definitely need some of that now that we don't have a guaranteed crit anymore, but we should hit a lot more often with those. Let's get some defense for the attacks that make it through right now. Effect on hit is pretty good for debuffing. More bounces. Oh yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that defense and block strength apparently don't even interact at all. Defense doesn't make it any easier to block, so you don't have to get defense, but it will make any damage that you take a bit less painful. Since ultimately you do want to be running through enemies to get the blocks and free damage off, so... We should have the tier 5 traits. Oh, yeah, they should be appearing soon. So definitely not Spark Chance. I think I might reroll since we have plenty of those, try and find some cool stuff here. That is not the one we want, it's Spark based. We want the other weapon proficiency one. Here we go, base lightning bolts and chains. We lose a ton of attack speed, I think it's 0.75. And since we're going to be doubling this, I'm losing 2/3 of my attack speed, but there will be a lot more bolts and chains. And we can kind of get around that with the free triggers every time we block. So let's see what the chain lightning looks like now. So the base speed is 1.0 it looks like. Okay, I was looking at some of the stats on the wiki page and I think it was 0.75 on there, so we're actually buffed a bit on that and it's not quite as bad, but we should be able to get a ton of chains now. Can I see the total lightning shot outs? Looks like no, but that should be a decent increase as well. Let's see if we can block some hits here. Yeah, that's a lot of lightning, there we go. Crit chance, I'm not sure if that's good. There is one in this category that doesn't really have a downside for us, I think. The sorceress has one that's just like lightning damage, and you lose spark damage in return, which isn't really that bad for us. I'm fine with that actually. I don't really need the slow on it for a full block build, I think. And that'll give the transfixion itself a lot of damage. Okay, we can take that for a big chunk of base block as well. Do we want anything else here? Maybe just Holy or Radiant Aura for some more debuffing. I think I'm fine with that. Alright, those gauntlets are sick! Okay, I'm glad we got those attack speed for the lightning. So much lightning! Oh, yeah, I needed to complete that for one of the Sorceress Tier 5 traits. I think that one's also Spark related, so we won't be taking it here. Attack speed is fine. Let's get the total stacks on that. And then I think we have enough skills for the build here. We can fill out the passive stats now. Base damage, I don't think I care about that. So much lightning! And we seem to be blocking basically everything now. How much block strength is that? 569, yeah, that makes sense. So I guess that's 3 attacks every time it triggers, which would probably also be multiplied by your multi-strike. Not exactly sure on how some of the percentages over 100% work in this, but they usually do give you extra triggers damage. We don't really care too much. Oh, there's magnet over here. Let's get more multi-strike, and then probably start working on the debuffing power. Attack speed and area radius, I like that. Oh, that doesn't really do anything for the chain lightning, I think. That's probably a projectile, so those would work. I'm not super familiar with these since I haven't had them unlocked for a long time, so I'm gonna wait a little bit, see if there's anything more interesting there. Base damage, no. More chain lightning. Attack speed projectile. I don't think we have any melee, so that would be fine for debuffing. I'm gonna wait a bit longer, I think. Seems like these red dots are all the bugs where there's not actually anything over there, which is pretty annoying. Attack speed, sure. Oh, that's doubled effect on hit chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's run on top of the boss for a bunch of free chain lightnings and just absolutely delete him. I guess we'll go ahead and take the multi-strike. No real downside to that. A little bit of extra debuffing for free. Oh, that's the wrong one. If it was the plate armor growth, that would have been sick. I'm gonna save that for a bigger chest. Let's see, probably some attack speed, I guess. We have most of the super important stuff now. Block strength is ramping up nicely. Base damage, nah. I'll get the rest of the defense. What is? Oh, that's the quest item. I accidentally found it. Oh, we got some more rares. Is that the... No, it's the wrong one. I'm gonna see what we got here. So we did get the other one with the guaranteed crit, but honestly I'm down for the massive chain lightning vomiting out, so I guess I could take that and send it up. I don't know if I would ever use that. I guess it could be useful for speedrunning. So we have to go to where the Ember Eye is pointing, and then there will be a mini-boss there, which weakens the... It should be here, since it just disappeared somewhere. Can't really see with this stupid fog stuff. Okay, here he is, I think. Okay, there's the boss item. Let's try and find attack speed or something for that so it debuffs more. There we go. Wow, I'm just... Oh, I have the invincible thing up. Again. Yeah, it actually triggers a lot from the power-ups from these. So you actually are just invincible a lot of the time as well. Same damage in the close proximity, sure. If we get the debuff portion on that, that should trigger it more often, I think. I'm gonna wait on that. Actually, tier 4... I think there's usually nothing great there. Really should just look that up and try to remember it with how much I use it for debuffing now. Base damage, don't really care. Oh, we might not be able to block while I'm invincible. That's kind of annoying. My damage seems kind of bad right there. But we seem to be firing a ton of chain lightnings out now. We can probably get something better here for that, for more debuffing. That's a lot of chain lightning, but not a lot is happening right now. Let's... Ooh, multi-strike in area. Yeah, that's a good one. Shadows to enemies deal 150 damage at 5% chance to apply fragile. That just doesn't seem very good unless it counts as a summon and scales with like multi-strike or something. That would make it kind of interesting, but I am not sure. Plate armor boost. It is an upgrade at least. We don't really care about those. So yeah, 20 and 50 double stats. The growth one would have been better at 100 plus, but it's fine. Attack speed, sure. Total stack, sure. So we're up to 913 block strength while moving, which gives us 243% from the mark of the shield. Attack speed area. Total stacks is pretty good. God, the red dots that don't have anything there are so annoying. Please fix that. Total stacks, yup. Then we can take the Fragile and Affliction to all enemies. I'm not seeing anything else for that. Let's go ahead and finish off the crit chance for now. But I think base damage is pretty weak on us. We have plus 52 from the Holy Relic. So whatever that was is going to be kind of small. Let's go some crit bonus to go with the free attacks. Attack speed won't work on those. And we just generate a ton of chain lightning from running in the head. Or debuffing. I'm gonna see if there's anything useful there. Tier 10, there should be something good there, hopefully. Base attack speed, I'm fine with that. There's really only base damage there, huh? Guess we have to take that at some point. I can finish off the force. Wait, tier 10 should have the Rift lifetime, right? They're always at the unique things are tier 3, 6, and 10. It should have that there. You can't actually block the damage over time effects on the ground, so you can take damage from those even if you block basically everything. Oh, that's tier 9. Oops. Okay, that might be the only thing there. What was I going to use that on? Probably a tier 5 trait. Maybe I needed to memory something with that. I guess we'll just put it on a tier 5 ball lightning trait now then. Or a tier 10. Tier 5 is what I was supposed to use it on. Movement speed is bad. We already have an insane amount of that on it. Since it actually scales with your own movement speed. Shadow patches, damage, plus 30 block strength. I mean, it's a bit more, but it's inconsistent. Sounds kind of hard to use. 60% attack speed, I could send those up. We don't actually have a lot to send. I guess just in case we find another thing. Nope. Here we go, Rift Lifetime, may as well at this point. Pickup range, we have those. Chain Lightning hitting sparked foes with physical attacks. There actually is a combo with that with some gloves that have a similar effect. But we have a bunch of stuff anyways. Grab some crit bonus. Just red dots everywhere with nothing there. Crit chance increases on spark, decreases main weapon damage. The other version of those again, but these are actually cooler, I think, with a lot more lightning, even though it's not a guaranteed crit. Alright, this is getting a bit silly now, maybe? That's the combo. Hitting sparked enemies with physical attacks, chance of shooting damaging sparks. And the damage is based on the spark damage and damage buff, so that would go nicely with whatever that thing was. Let's get, I guess, some area for these should all work with it, I think. Have those, and that's... That guy actually hurt a little bit. And that's with 1457 block strength. 100% chance to block against 365 or less. He was hitting me for like 20 damage though. What? If someone did over 300 damage, I would die almost instantly. $500,000 meters? Alright, now it's really starting to lag. Jesus. So many enemies, so many lightnings on block. So much movement speed. It's almost over though. Block on top of them for massive chain lightning. Is that all of them, or is there one more somewhere? I can't see with this stupid fog. Let's send... I guess we can send all three of those that I have. Oh, that's the wrong one. It always baits me. I guess they're all dead. Where's the... over there? Why did that... Don't I have... Oops. Thought I had one more. Whatever. 765 million, 240 million on the ball lightning. Or wait, no, that's my chain lightning that we were triggering for free. Even though the attack speed was very low, we added a bunch of extra bolts and bounces to it. 307 on the ball lightning that shoots out chain lightnings afterwards. 33 on spark, but we were mostly ignoring that because the mark of the shield maiden gave percent damage, and the gloves we started with gave a guaranteed crit, but those ones didn't. So that would have actually fit a bit more with spark based stuff. With 3 free attacks every time, transfixion 140 million, and radiant aura 44 million. Got the final tier 5 trait, although I'm pretty sure that's spark based, so we didn't really need it there. Gear one more time. We had Mark of the Shield, the standard healing base stuff to stack up movement speed and base damage. And then to go with our massive movement speed, we had a ton of block strength while moving. A common chest couldn't really do a lot better there, but the growth one would have given a bit more block strength. And of course the fencing gauntlets to help out with our low attack speed, a free attack every time you block. Then we got a few more shards, just some basic stuff over here.
Greetings.
Bit of HP for survivability, bit of damage, and a bit of force for extra chain lightnings. All the best scaling ones. You probably want a decent number of levels in those before you start getting some of the smaller scaling ones. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.